recently had the opportunity to go to one of our informational meetings before the election. And since then, a lot of people have stated there's been a lot of misinformation out there. And it still goes on today. The White Bear Press, a lot of you might have got it, stated that approximately 28% of the voter population got out and voted. And it stated that our levy was going to go revoke an existing levy of $8.99 or $69 and replace it one of $11.99. Now the ballot I have that we all voted on here says that the existing levy was $568 and it was going to go to $869. Quite a conflict of information that's out there. In that meeting, I'd asked, that informational meeting, I asked Mr. Wogemot if he remembered the document that he stated, and I asked him why he changed his position on open enrollment. And on the back it said, a proposal to use open enrollment to increase class size in order to institutionalize inefficiency would be wholly inconsistent with the justification for open enrollment and would breach faith with the community. I think that's what a lot of the voters felt this go around. So there's a copy of that. Another statement was made, and as recently as the last informational brochure you put out said that if you have room, you have to accept open enrollment. I asked him, Mr. Larson was there, Mr. Wogemot were both at the meeting, and says, have either of you read the statute on open enrollment? And they indicated they hadn't, and I said, because, and a copy of that is what I sent out to you over here. It states that you can limit open enrollment to 1%. So you can limit it, you don't have to accept open enrollment. Now recently, we've gone to 31% open enrollment, and I think that's been a concern of the citizens. It is funded largely by the local taxpayers. Their local levy tax dollars do not follow the students collected in that district. So we've seen our taxes go up, and I think the voters have spoken. That's one of the issues that come out. And just lastly, just a couple figures out there. We have 1,019 open enrolled students. Now, if we take an average of 25 students per grade, and you divide 25 into that number, you come up to 41 classrooms. Now, 41 classrooms, teachers and staff. The new Wildwood Elementary School was designed for 39 classrooms, I believe. That's what came in front of our planning commission for the city of Grant. And so one of the things that I noticed there is maybe we should have been merging the district. And I asked Mr. Wogemot for a straight answer. Why did we not consider merging? And why was it a better choice to put the school on the Bel Air sanitation site rather than merge on a 24-acre safe site? I was not given the answer, and I see I'm getting close to my time on that.
You've got about another minute.
Okay, well then, I would like to inform you of the conditional use permit that was issued to the school board when given the permit to build that school on that site. It said every 6 months or twice a year, you will do testing to see, you know, what contaminants are out there and monitor this site. It's part of their conditional use permit. I've asked the city council, have we seen a single one? No. I asked our city engineer. The only testing results we have seen was for compaction, because we built the school on the lowest piece of property Bel Air owned. That's why they didn't dump directly on, they got their trucks stuck there. So I would like to ask where your monitoring wells are and where we can get a copy of these required documents so that we can get a baseline and know that we are protecting our children. You're watching the news in Malibu, and now we're over at Como, so.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for your comments tonight. Is our
Sure.
general, okay, yeah, 1 second. Is our general, what we generally do is not answer questions.
Yep, I appreciate
from
it.
that, but you're certainly welcome to talk.
Mr. Lanoux, thank you
Mr.
for
Bowman.
coming.
Yep, appreciate it. I
do
appreciate the
have a
time.
question, and I appreciate your expressions about open enrollment and your thoughts about it. There was a flyer that came out shortly before the election with a lot of information about that.
Yep.
Was that your handiwork? Did you do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quite honest. I did put that out there. I'm not ashamed of it. I think the
You
information
alone,
there.
or you and others, or?
I don't think I have met liberty to say.
Okay, I think,
So,
appreciate your candid acknowledgement, that's all I have.
The one
to
thing
ask.
that I would like to ask is that, I know when I was down to the state office building, introducing the bill, no school is built on a dump site within a quarter mile and with public notification. Our school board was down there and assumed to oppose it. I would hope that as we go back there and finish that legislation, that they would be down there to support this bill. Because I'm gonna tell you
You
just
know,
briefly
Ms.
my concern
Mr.
about
Lanoux,
that.
what I would like to do is we've had the 3 minutes of public comment. If you have things that you'd further like to discuss, you're welcome to call Dr. Larson at any time.
Happy to
You know,
meet
or
with you.
you, or any of the board members. So thank you so much for
Yep.
your comments tonight.
Appreciate your
And we
time.
look forward to talking